Okay, fire signs. Today we're going to take a look at your forecasts for the rest of November. Hi, I am QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who may like it too. Please leave us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you would like a personal private reading done, please email me or hit me up. All of my information is underneath this video. If you would like to send me a gift from my Amazon wish list, that's underneath this video. My Patreon is underneath this video. And all my Ask an Aquarius and ArchAngel Michael merchandise is underneath this video too. So today we're going to be taking a look at fire signs. Now this is if your sun, moon, or rising is in one of these signs. The first pile here is Aries, Leo, then Sagittarius. I did them in alphabetical order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you your tarot card first for the rest of November. Then I'm going to give you two cards that, two oracle cards that also give you a little bit more information about your November. Okay, so let's get started with Aries. All right, Aries, you got a really interesting card. One of my favorites actually. You got the Ace of Wands. And the reason why I like the Ace of Wands is because the Ace of Wands reflects magic, literally. Because the ace is about using your will for manifestation. It's about creating what it is that you want. It's usually the beginning of something. Sometimes it can be the beginning of a project. It can be the beginning of something new. It can be the beginning of a new relationship. But it is often a beginning. And it's also a very positive card. Like if it's seen as like a yes card to a lot of readers, because it's like if you have that Ace of Wands, it's like, yeah, put energy into whatever it is that you're focusing on. Wands have to do with fire, so creativity and what else? Oh, passion is the other thing that goes with wands. So if I were you, Aries, I would be using the last couple of weeks of November to focus on my intentions, to focus on my manifestations, my goals, my law of attraction. I would focus there intently. Affirmations, vision boards, listening to visualizations or doing visualizations, whatever you need to do. Focus on your manifestation. These last 2 weeks have a great interest, a great focus, I should say, on that particular energy. So Aries, use that. Use that, Aries. You can use that to your advantage. All right, let's see what else you get. Oh, this is sweet. For some of you, this may have something to do with love. This is your love card. So whenever you get the love card, it's such a beautiful omen. Look at the rose quartz on her neck. The love card is all about loving yourself, loving other people, falling in love, giving love, sharing love. And the reason why this really speaks out to me is because the last 2 weeks, usually the last Thursday of the November is Thanksgiving. So for a lot of you, this is going to be revolving around who you choose to start to spend the beginning of the holidays with. Some of you, it may be family. It could be, family that you created on your own. It could be your support system. It could be any number of people. So it's all about giving and receiving love, romantic love, platonic love, family love, love of God, that kind of thing. So if I were you, Aries, this is another area, another good energy that I'll be taking advantage of, because this card is all about giving and receiving that energy. Who doesn't need more love? So tap into that energy, Aries. Like, give love. Don't do any fighting, Aries. I feel like I have to always tell you guys that. Don't do any fighting. Just try to tap into your heart center for these last 2 weeks. I don't care what goes on. Try to stay grounded and focused in your heart center. That'll give you the best results. Also, Aries, you got the sundress, okay? This is a really cute card. I really like this. I know some of you are probably thinking sundress. It's the wintertime. And and in this card, the background does look like the winter, and she has on a sundress. Now, mind you, I'm in Costa Rica, so I can wear a sundress any day. But this card isn't really about the dress itself. It's really about doing healing and recovery for yourself. So that's interesting to me when you just got that love card. So this card is telling you to heal, to recover from things that hurt, and to do it for yourself. And the reason why that ties into love is that most of the time, that's the energy, self-love. Love, that is the love that we usually tap into to do this healing work. So this card is telling you to do it for you, and I'm saying tap into self-love. That's how you do it in the first place. So since you have this beautiful energy of love coming off this card, I suggest, Aries, that one of the people that you focus on loving is yourself, and doing healing and doing recovery, whatever that may look like for you, for yourself. I love that energy. All right, Aries, looks like your last 2 weeks have a positive vibration. Now we're going to move to Leo. Leo, your cards were very interesting to me. Let me pull it around. Leo, you got the Justice card, right? And Leo, your card, look at Leo. Leo is blinding us, y'all. That's how bright Leo shines. Oh my goodness, there you are. That's better on the eyes, Leo. I know you the star of the show, Leo, but my goodness. So Leo, you got the Justice card. This card is very interesting to me, and you're getting ready to see why. Justice indicates all forms of justice. So for the last 2 weeks of November, you should be focusing on this aspect. This could be getting justice for yourself, giving justice as in paying restitution for something that you've done, or it could be going to court. It's in the upright, so if you have to go to court the last 2 weeks of November, it should turn out pretty decent, because when it's in the upright, the scales go in your favor. So the thing about justice is, though, and this is the thing about my yacht represents justice, okay? So the scales go in your favor generally when you're in the right. Now, sometimes we all know you slip out of a parking ticket or, something like that, that you probably should have. You should have, for all intents and purposes, had to pay that parking ticket, but some kind of way you got out of it. So that does happen sometimes with this particular card. But in general, if you're in the right, is when you get the best results from this card. So some of you may have actual legal stuff going on, custody, divorces. It could be something, it could be anything like with the government or the state. Leo, this could be any kind of legal thing along those lines, or anything that involves getting justice. It also could indicate marriage. For some of you, it could be maybe a proposal is coming now or soon. Maybe you're going to propose for Christmas or New Year's or something like that, or maybe you already did, or maybe you're going to do it at Thanksgiving. But for some of you, it could be, marriage, actually getting married or proposing marriage. So that legal aspect of it. So actually getting legally married. So not just getting divorced, but some could also be getting married. Another aspect that comes with this Justice card is writing. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this. I see it in certain books though, but writing comes up with the Justice card too. For some of you, this will be about writing a book, or it could be about communication in some kind of way. It could be writing vlogs, or not vlogs, blogs. It could be something along those lines as well. Writing an article, writing poems, things along those lines. So for the last 2 weeks of November, this is the energy, Leo, that you have going on. Now, I told you I thought that this was interesting. And the reason why is because your second card, you got the Witch card, right? But as you see at the bottom, it says justice is coming. So I'm like, wait a minute, y'all got the Justice card, and then you got the Witch, justice is coming. So something really, this is a big thing for you, Leo. A lot of you, this is going to be a real big thing. And like I said, for some of you, it is going to be, getting justice for being wronged, and for some of you it's going to be you who's the flip, the opposite of that. So it depends on your particular situation, but you got a strong vibration with justice to get 2 cards that talk about it. So this is really strong for many of you. And oh yeah, this was your love card. So as far as love is concerned, Leo, you might be kind of confused. I guess I can flip this around now. And then we're done with that glare. There we go. Leo, you might be a little confused with your love life for the last 2 weeks of November. Maybe you're not quite sure what you want to do with it. Maybe you're not quite sure about who you want to be with, or if you want to be with anyone. Maybe you have more than one option for Thanksgiving dinner. Do you go with your girlfriend number 2 or boyfriend number 3? You might have more than one option as far as that's concerned. But they're saying that there's some type of confusion that goes on in your love life specifically during this time. And it could be small. It could be something as a misunderstanding between you and your partner. Or it could be that you're trying to see someone and they're giving mixed signals. Like, do you like me or not? At a certain point, I noticed with me especially, at a certain point, I'm just like, look, are we going to do this or not? Because there's other things I could be doing, So you could be at that space, Leo. You could be sitting there like, I don't know. I don't know what to do, So there could be some confusion around that. And that's fine. Sometimes, Leo, what you need to do, especially with confusion, is just step back. You just step back and try to get in tune with your center. Get in tune with your intuition. That's what I do. Whenever I'm uncertain about something, I get in tune with my intuition and try to figure out what my senses are telling me. And if I can't do it, if I still can't figure it out, then I will go to someone who I trust. I know lots of people that read cards. I have all kinds of advisors and mentors. I just go to somebody I trust. So if you're confusion about whatever that is, you really cannot figure it out, go talk to somebody who can help you, Leo. All right, now we're going to talk to Sagittarius. My moon is in Sagittarius, so this one is for me too. So let's see what I got going on with y'all. All right. Oh, okay. I don't mind this one. I don't mind this one at all. This is the 3 of Wands. So Sagittarius, moon, sun, and rising. This one is telling us that we have the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Wands is all about forward movement. It's a business card. It's interesting to me because in this picture, Alice is standing there watching, and that's usually what's happening with the 3 of Wands. You're standing there watching your ship's launch. And so if you think about the concept of ships, if you're somebody who owns a fleet of ships, for example, and you're launching them, you're launching some type of business venture. Or you could be working on a business venture that you've already launched. So for me, this is true because I am working on my business. I'm working on, doing more reviews, and I'm working on doing more readings, and I'm getting really, really, really nerd. My nerd is coming out and getting really, really, really into like magic and readings lately. I'm every winter or every fall, I should say, I find myself really studying and really getting into it. And that's where I am right now. So I'm really into my business and really into working. So for a lot of Sagittarius energies out there, this is going to be that kind of energy. Forward movement. It could be around business, and it doesn't have to be. It could just be forward movement. It could be that you're moving forward on a creative project, for example, or you're moving forward on settling on a new house or a car. or something along those lines. Or another thing, Sagittarius, you could be going somewhere. That's the other one. Remember I talked about the ship? So you could be literally going on a journey. You could be going to visit family. You could be going on a trip. You could be doing a business thing. It could be something like that as well. Or you could just be moving forward in your mind, like, okay, I'm ready to start thinking about working on my weight, for example, for people that want to lose weight or gain weight. Okay, well, I want to work on this. I want to work on toning, or I want to work on whatever. And you just, yes, I've made up my mind. I'm moving forward. Monday is the day, and you actually do it. Not just thinking about it and talking about it, but this is a card of action. Okay, so this is cool. This is not bad at all. Now, this one right here, I was like, wait, what is this about? This is bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Look here. I love this card. I love her nails. That is so cute. Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. Sometimes you can ignore people, because I ignore a lot of things. I really do. Because people, especially, I'm sure some of you do too on the internet. People say crazy things to you when you ignore them the same way I do. But sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. Sometimes somebody is slandering you, or sometimes a situation comes that you need to clear your name. Of course, it's not every situation. I've come to find in most situations you really don't need to do so, but there are times. And this card is saying that you may come into one of those times in the last 2 weeks of November, Sagittarius. Somebody may say something about you, and it could be a big thing or it could be a small thing. It could be your aunt at Thanksgiving dinner says something inappropriate and you need to check her. Okay, sometimes that's what it is. Like I said, sometimes you can ignore a person and sometimes you got to take it to them. So you might need to take it to them, you know. And it is what it is. It is what it is. And we all know that this type of energy goes on around the holidays. Okay, some families more than others. Some families don't have any of these problems at all. And some families, you get, you know, your aunt talking crazy, or your uncle saying something slick to your new boyfriend, you know, or your grandmother making a off-color comment about your hair, you know, that kind of thing. And you may need to, in some of these cases, ignore it and keep the peace and make nice. And in other cases, you may need to put people in their place. Okay, so Sag, hey, I'm not surprised to see this coming up for us, especially that flame in her hand, because Sagittarius, you know, the fire, you know, these are all fire signs, you know, so it doesn't surprise me to see that the Sag may need to pop off. Sages are also known for tempers, so don't get arrested, Sag. If you got to tell somebody off, tell them off. But try not to harm anybody or get yourself into a bad situation where you'll be like Leo getting justice cards in December. Okay, don't do that to yourself, Sag. Sagittarius, you also got the romance card, so focus here. Okay, focus that fire here. You know, do what you got to do, stand up for yourself, but try to focus it here, because romance is also fire. And this card is saying maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe you meet somebody, or maybe you've already are in a relationship, and maybe you could turn up the heat a little bit. Maybe you get on a dating site and talk dirty after dark. Okay? Do your thing, Sag, you know? Enjoy the romance. Try to channel some of that fire into the romance instead of letting your dragon, you know, blow up the village. Okay? I understand that with bitch fire, you have to stand up for yourself. It's not even a question of can you not. But you don't have to blow things up. You can just spark a little fire. You know. You can tell Aunt Ethel that she's being inappropriate without setting the whole village on fire. Right, Sag? Right. All right, guys, that was it. That is for the last 2 weeks of November for my fire signs. Of course, moon, sun, and rising. And I will see you in December. In December, I will try to do it much earlier. I'll try to do it the last week of November so that you have all the information that you need for December. All right? You come back soon because y'all know I got a lot more to say. See you later.